Hey friends, it's the start of day 5 of my water fast. The hot flashes stopped around day 2. I also had a headache for several days coming into this fast, but the headache went after 2 days. I've still got really loud ringing in my head and like this feeling of numbness in my brain. I think that's from the combination of stress and the extra exposure from radiation leading, because I don't wear the shielding anymore, leading into this fast. So I'm going to try and do 21 days water fasting this time, because I really want that numbness and ringing in my head to go away. And I'm sick of being sick, from the electromagnetic hypersensitivity and the multiple chemical sensitivities. I'm sick of being nauseated all the time, and I'm hoping that the combination of the water fasting with the dynamic neuro retraining system, I'm hoping that doing the dynamic neuro retraining system while I'm water fasting will speed up the rewiring of my brain. So I've lost 4 kilos in 4 days, but to me the weight's not that important. Like, I'm down to 50.7 today. I started at 50.7 kilos today. I started at 54.6 kilos. The only issue with the weight is when I lose too much weight. Obviously, that's when I have to stop water fasting. In the past, I've gotten down to, I think, 46.5 kilograms, but I did feel that I could have went lower with my weight. So I'm wondering if I go for 21 days, if I manage to go for 21 days, like I reckon, probably, I don't know, because I've never been there before except when I was really young, but if I got down to 40 kilos, I wonder if that would be, if I'd still be okay. But I'm just gonna do it day by day and see, how I'm progressing. But I definitely have more determination than I ever had before, because before I thought that, like, the longest water fast I've done before today by myself is 12 days, and the longest before that was like 8 days, and then I've also done a 7-day, a 5-day, a 4-day, and a 2-day, right? So I've done a couple of 4 days. But frankly, like I said, in that video, Fasting, it's a documentary made in 2017. You can download it off Pirate Bay for anyone that does that. And this chick was in it, and she was a dentist, and she had brain injury, and she had a headache every day for 16 years, right? And but she was like more overweight than me. And so she went to the True North Fasting Clinic in Santa Rosa, California. She fasted the first time for 41 days, and she reckons she had no change in her headaches until day 18, and then she had 5 minutes reduction in headache. Next day she had 10 minutes, and by day 41 she had a whole day without headaches. But when she refed, and they do the same diet as me, low-fat, high-carb, vegan. That's the diet they implement at True North Health Centre, right? So when she refed on that diet, she started... The headaches weren't as bad, but she said she started feeling like she got them back. So then she went to speak to the dude who runs it, Alan Goldhammer, and he said, yeah, you can fast again. She wanted to start like straight away, like 2 months after her 6-week, her 41-day fast. And he said, no, you have to wait 6 months and like remineralize your body, re-nourish your body. So she waited 6 months to the day, then she went back and she ended up doing another 40 days to get rid of these residual headaches. And she said that when she refed the second time, she was really worried, like she's always scared that her headaches were going to come back, but they didn't. So, despite, I think, even though I'm doing DNRS and it's supposed to heal my electromagnetic hypersensitive, chemical sensitivities and all that shit, and particularly the chronic nausea that I've had for 10 years, sorry, my dog's trying to get in. I'm distracted. I do think that if I fasted long enough, I do think I could probably heal the brain dysfunction with water fasting too. And And I think the reason why I've tanked in the past is because I thought, well, 12 days is probably enough, right? Water fasting in one go. But it's clearly not. Clearly, I need longer fasts. And I feel that if I got to a point where I can heal my brain with fasting, I could probably heal my body more too. In particular, I'm speaking of my fertility and my egg regenerative capacity, and my stem cells. I know stem cells regenerate with fasting. All right, I know that. That's scientifically proven. But I'm really more particularly interested in the egg cell regeneration, which, for those of you guys don't know, there's a video on my channel in 2004. Jonathan Tilley discovered that females produce eggs in adulthood, just like males continue to produce sperm. The fact that, you know, it was once believed that, you know, we're only born with a certain number of eggs, and then those eggs get old as we get older. Jonathan Tilley has shown that that's actually not the case. He proved it also again, I think in 2000 and, I don't know, was it 10, 11? I can't remember, but I've got a shitload of journal articles on it. You know, it's hotly debated by the scientific community, but he keeps coming out with more evidence to support this, and it makes sense to me, doesn't it? So, anyways, so I'll keep you. The only thing that's going to limit me, apart from my weight, is my willpower, which at the moment I'm pretty determined. And my mother not freaking out, because I live with my parents because I haven't worked for 10 years. So if they freak out, if she freaks out, well, I'm just going to have to, you know, explain to her, and hopefully she'll understand and she doesn't ring the freaking ambulance on me if she looks like I'm too weak and too skinny. I'm thinking I might have to cover up with big, thick clothing so she can't tell how much weight I'm losing closer to the end of the fast. So, anyway, alright, well, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. I'll see you guys next time.